Hey guys, Optimus Prime here, back with a video. I've done this video several times, so I'm kind of trying to think of what I want to do. Because this was originally going to be a Q&A video, but I only got like 3 questions, and I only know the answer to like 2. Considering one was actually a legitimate question that I could answer, and then the other 2 were about things that I'm really not aware of. Like, one was like, who's the best person in Malaysia? I don't know. I'm not in Malaysia. Granted, if I were. Anyway, then the other one was like, who's the best person in the UK? The Doctor! I don't know. So, going to be doing a sort of a review, I want to say, but a wee little review. It's different. I'm not going to be going over the box, because the box I got was kind of beaten. It was really bad. It was really damaged and everything. You'll know I have this guy. This is Evasion Mode Prime. Mine's a little screwed there in the cab section, but you can't really tell on camera. You can in the windows, but this little dark bit. This is Evasion Prime. This is Movie Prime. This is Daddy Prime. Look at how small that guy is. Look, just look. Just look. This guy's massive, and he is awesome. Picked this guy up at my local Walmart. Although, be aware, the sticker for mine said $26. However, when I got up to the pay thing, the register, there we go, I said it was $44. Mind you, that's a bit of a jump. I just didn't notice it until I got home, and I was like, fuck. Well, looks like I'll be paying $44 for Leader Prime. And it is marvellous. The articulation's a bit crap, but I'll get to that in due time. Vehicle mode is where I think this guy really does shine. Now, some people call this Matchbox Prime, because he does look like a Matchbox truck. You know, one that you wouldn't really see out in the real world. But, after seeing Dark of the Moon, no, that's not the title. I almost said Revenge of the Fallen, but that's not it either. Age of Extinction. I'm looking for my poster, but I don't have it. I can understand why Prime did this. I really can. He went from this little rusty cab to a big truck like this to be like, yeah, I don't care anymore. You're going to come hunt me down anyway. Might as well look awesome. The only thing that does bother me about truck mode is the bed. And you can kind of hide it by the shield, but if you take the shield off, it's very gappy. It's very gappy. And it's like, it's just the frame. It's just the frame, you know. The supports are there for the wheels, but there's nothing there. It's just kind of hollow and weird. But sword storage, yeah, sword storage. There we go. Sword, very nice little sword. I say little. Nice sword. Whee! It's funny because it doesn't even actually look like I'm moving it. It just looks like it's going. Onto the truck itself. Rubber tires. Which is very nice. Rubber tires. I wasn't expecting rubber tires. And the chrome is pretty awesome. You can see chrome grill, chrome visor. Mine doesn't actually, you know, sit level. Look, it sits kind of funky. And you may notice that the light is actually pretty good. It's because I did actually buy a light when I bought this guy. So, and then you see chrome gas caps, chrome steps, chrome smokestacks, and unlike on the first edition, it is all chrome, not just, you know, chrome bits. So, transformation for Murder Leader Optimus Prime, and I love the paint. You probably can't tell, but it is a nice metallic blue with really nice red flame details. I really do enjoy the flames. Instead of having a blue truck with red flames, it's a blue truck with red flames, but the blue flames on here at the bottom, which is pretty cool. Transformation. I find it's easiest to come back here, pull this section up, kind of untab it from the front, bring it forward. Then take these side panels, fold them down, just like that. Oh, by the way, Autobot logo. Whee! Fold them down all the way. You will find that they do have a second hinge. Then on the underside here, these, just you push them and they untab from the back section. That makes this whole thing able to move. Don't know if you can hear that, but that's the Andy Griffith song. Anyway. Then you want to just push this back section up like that, collapse the trailer, and like that. Well, the trailer, the truck bed. Then you can take this front section, bring it down, very nice and ratchety. Very nice. Take these arms, bring them out, rotate these all the way around. Just kind of get them into position. Bring them out to the side like that. Rotate, fold out, bring up. Oh, I thought that rotated. Oh well. Then what you can do is take this top section that was the top of the truck, split it, rotate it to the sides. And that'll sit back there once you get the arms out of the way. Like that. Then what I do is I come around here and you just want to push. You want to put your one finger on this end here, on this end here, and then on this end. So you want to just pop. It's just on a little hinge like that, a little tab section like that, and that gets this all loose so you can do with it what you want. I'll show you what I do here in a minute. Pop. Then you can come down here, separate the legs, maybe, oops, take the grill, pop it forward, and then untap them. Take the actual grill section itself, rotate it around, and one really cool bit of transformation, I'll just see the best way to show you this, is that when you rotate this down, there's a section on a spring that fills in this gap. Move my back finger out of the way. That springs so it looks like it's all one, and I really do like that. Keep rotating. It's down like that. Then come out here, flip out the foot. Then take the tire, rotate it, just like that. Do the same to this side. Rotate that down, flip out the foot, rotate that. Then you want to just take the waist and spin it round. Getting them all clicky-clacky, clicky-clacky, clicky. Then you want to take these little panels, get it facing the right way there, dude. Fold it up, and then just kind of fold it into his waist, just sort of like that. So it completes the skirted look. Then fold that bit down. You can now bring his arms down. If you get these out of the way. Come on now. Work with me, Prime. There we go. Good boy. And now, for the cool part of the transformation, take this chrome section, push it in, and his head springs up. Oh, you can also, if you want to, take that little loop that the sword was plugged into, and if you pull gently on the sides of the truck, should be enough to push that through. And you want to be careful because I'm already getting stress marks on my on the bit where it connects. So just be wary of that. Just be wary of it. Fold that up and sort of collapse it so it's thusly. You can now take your sword, slide it into that section. If you want, you can have it on the first notch. I prefer to have it on the second, just so it looks more sheathed. And I really don't display my toys from the back anyway. It is kind of a shame, though, with the shield, well, the shield gun, that it only tabs into the one arm, as that's the only one that actually has a port for it. And, excuse me, it's kind of a shame because it's so thick that you go to push it in, and it's like you want to do that, but you run the risk of scratching off the red paint that they painstakingly painted on. Now then, here is Leader Prime in his really cool robot mode. And again, you've seen the chrome on the chest. The red chrome and the red paint don't really match that well. Oop, my computer just went into sleep mode. Wake up. They do match, sort of, if you don't really look at it too much. But as soon as you look at it, you're like, oh. So, you know, it's alright. I do like the face sculpt. The face sculpt is phenomenal. And I am working on a better camera, but just that right there is actually pretty good. The light piping's yellow. Why yellow? I get that it's the yellow for the sword and the yellow for the bloody windows, but why yellow light? I don't understand that. But, as I said, the articulation is sort of not what I was expecting for Leader Prime, and I do need to get a Revenge of the Fallen Prime at some point. But his head is on a ball joint, which I have popped off several times. These things, ooh, can't see. These things move independently on 2 hinges, and they also rotate and they swivel, but that's, you know, mainly due to transformation. But if you wanted to have them like, haha, lockdown, you can't get my face now. You know, I can have them do that. Though we also can't bloody see, but whatever. It's that if you want to. The shoulders are a nice ratchet, and you won't be able to hear anything while I ratchet them. They go out and in, so they go this way and this way. And they go forwards on a slightly softer ratchet. They do swivel, but that's mainly for the transformation. And then the elbow is a ratchet. Nothing at the, there's no wrist swivel, but there's a thumb. So that's good. No, well, technically waist articulation, it does sort of get caught on the skirt that he's wearing, but, so he has that. Would you stay? Thank you. Hold it by the sword now. The legs are ratcheted that far, and they go back about, you know, that far. They don't really go back very far, but that's mainly due to how you have the waist kibble. Can't see a thing under it. Let go. Prime, give me your shield. Thank you. But that's mainly due to how these are transformed. So if you have it out, he does have a nice clicky shin, but it does look like someone snapped his knee. Sort of. I mean, there is that. Oh, that's a little bit of plastic. Plastic string. Here we go. Whoop, missed it. Oh well, it's in there. As you can see it. And it does swivel. So you can make him look like he broke his leg or something. Sidekick. Hey-ya! And his ankles are ball joints, because I popped these off too. No, I didn't try to transform him, and I broke it. No, I was just messing with it. Ugh! Ugh! Get your skirt down, Prime. Nobody wants to see that. So yeah, there's Prime. Murder Prime, they say, in his robot mode. And I do like it. Is it worth almost $45? Ugh, maybe? I mean, he does look nice, and there is a fair amount of chrome on him. Just for a size comparison, I'll get him now. And here's Leader Prime. They're about the same size. And if I set them down, MP10, you can't see that. There we go. MP10 is just slightly taller, and that's because of the ears, and the head is a little tiny bit taller. So, there's that. But Leader Prime does come with a sword. And that's not what I was going to say, but... And it is nicely painted, as you saw before. Very nice Leader Prime colors. I keep calling him a Leader Prime. Oh well. Optimus Prime colors. And it does fit in either hand. However, because this one is made for the shield gun, I put it in this hand. What you want to do, open the fist, or open the thumb, and see if I can get it. There's a little tab inside, and there's a little tab, there's a hole in the sword hilt. Tab plus slot equals yay. There we go. Just like that. And there's Optimus Prime. I keep calling him Leader Prime because that's what he is. He's my only Leader Prime, I think. Leader Movie Prime, anyway. Well, I know he's wearing a leader mask. Anyway. Holding a sword. That looks pretty cool. I wish I could have him do the whole, two-hand thing, but just the articulation won't let it. And as I said before, I am brutally terrified of scraping the paint on the inside of that peg. But you take that, plug it in there, and sometimes it can be a pain to get in, sometimes it doesn't like it. Get in there. No, thank you. My mouse again, just so I don't go to sleep mode. And there he has his shield gun thing. Now, for display, I usually have him with them both just sort of, standing kind of at the ready. Kind of like that. Just because I think that best suits Movie Prime. Age of Extinction Movie Prime, anyway. Just sort of ready for battle. And the backpack kibble doesn't really bother me all that much. It really doesn't. Because, again, from the front, it's sort of hidden. These giant flaps get in the way, I'll grant you. But he does sort of have that look in the movie. He does sort of have, and I just realized I'm stroking him. You're precious. He does sort of have that look, the armored look going on in the movie itself. Like I said, articulation's a bit but when you're paying that much for a toy, I mean, this guy was half of this guy. We should have got a little more articulation. Just a little bit. And for those of you wondering how he scales up with this guy, I will transform him quickly. And be back. Here he is in transform. Before, after. Before, after. Yeah. As to which one I prefer, this one sort of has... I've had this one longer. But this one sort of has that kick to G1, He's a flat-nosed cab, and he transforms with the smokestacks behind him. But I think, overall, Leader Prime is definitely more bang for your buck in this case. So, this has been Optimus Prime with a fairly impromptu review. I've just been wanting to do this guy for so long. And yes, MP10 does have his own review, and it will be coming up shortly. Depending on when I can get it actually filmed, but yeah, never mind. So, sorry, I had a random itch. This has been Optimus Prime. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I will talk to you all later. Take care.